And we're back.
All right. So, if you're watching us for the first time, maybe you've never seen the podcast before. First of all, thank you very much for tuning in. We are on all the platforms. Two Dudes Talk Music. Go follow us on YouTube, Facebook, all of that good stuff. Give us a follow here, like, share, all that good stuff. We are also putting this video up. This video goes up on the YouTube channel where we do news videos. We're going to be doing reviews as well, and audio also goes up on podcast streams. So if you like it in podcast form, you can do that too. But yes, the Fuck Off Files is a segment where we ask our esteemed guest to tell us 3 things that they wish they could just snap their fingers and make disappear from the music industry entirely. What is your number one and why?
My number one, I think about this all the time too because I see it happen so much, is like the such harsh and critical judgment within the music industry, whether it's like the local scene or whether it's like bigger bands. No matter how good you are and like how hard you work, someone's always going to judge your appearance or like someone's identity, or like there's even shows that I've been to where, you know, there'll be a trans person playing on stage and like I'll hear the comment of like, oh, why is there a dude in a skirt on stage? I'm like, you have a problem with skirts? Like, what's your issue here? Like, what's your problem? Yeah. There's always just so much judgment, or like, I'll see obviously like a woman up on stage doing such a good job, like a YouTube video, whether it's like Ginger or whatever, and there's always so many comments. Evanescence is a big one actually that I saw recently. Evanescence have come back and done, I think it's a tour or just like a whole bunch of shows, and like all the comments are just about her gaining weight, and this woman's had like children. Like, first of all, it doesn't matter if you gain weight anyway. Like, it's not your fucking body. Why are you so concerned about it?
The music's good. Who gives a shit?
Like, but yeah, she was up there singing perfectly. Like, she has not changed at all vocally. Like, it sounds exactly like on the track. But all of the comments I could see were just about, oh, fuck, she doesn't look like how she used to. Oh, what's happened to her? Like, Piggy's come back out to sing a song on stage. And I'm just like, what the fuck? She's, like, ripping it up there. Like, doing an amazing fucking job. Like, better than what I can do, what so many other people could do. And their only concern was the fact that she's not young and skinny anymore.
Yeah. You know what I say to people that have that sort of attitude? I go, all right, well, you get up there and do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's your album? Where's your song? You know what I mean?
You are standing there watching someone that has put their time and effort in. I understand criticism is due, but criticism is due to the art, not the look.
That's what I mean. Like, I understand, like, opinions and criticism are all part of society. You know, everyone's always going to have an opinion no matter what. It's just, you know, that's the way life is. But it's the fact when it comes to an art form, you know, it's music, something you listen to, but the visuals overtake that so much more. And, you know, if someone's not looking the best that day, or they've had a rough, like, few months, or, you know, maybe they're battling a drug addiction, and, like, that visual is just so important to people, like, way more than this person who's performing their cunt out, you know what I mean? And doing such a good job. It's just so, I just wish that wasn't a thing. Like, I just wish people would
absolutely.
So,
no, I 100% agree
one, ideological looks like the idea of
people being, you know, overly judgy about the appearance rather than the art. I think
that's it.
Yeah, definitely. All right, what's your number 2?
My number 2, I guess, is while we're on, as I stated, with drug addiction, the substance abuse that surrounds the music industry as well. It's such a huge thing, and, you know, when you're, like, surrounding yourself with people like that industry, and there's so many stories of, like, you know, management and stuff pushing drugs onto people to kind of try and sedate them so they can tell them what to do. Just substances are such a huge thing in the music industry. They always have been, and it can really, like, destroy some people, you know, like, obviously the artists who've taken their lives, due to it or overdose. So many amazing, beautiful, talented artists who have OD'd due to substances. And, you know, sometimes they're taking these substances to deal with their schedule or to deal with the judgment of, you know, people online. Or like their tour life is so busy that they take it just to sleep.
Yeah.
You know, and I wish that it was just, I wish that wasn't the case, you know?
Yeah.
I like
really
that.
sad.
That's a fucking new one. That is a complete new one from any person that we've had on here. They've actually never touched on substance abuse within bands because 100% it is rife. Why else are we producing this fucking art? Like,
I will say, I feel like the current crop of people coming into music, it seems to be, at least from what I've seen, I feel like it's less appealing to the current group, to the sort of the current generation coming through, which hopefully does lead to a change. Look, everyone, pretty much every band that I've seen that's coming through in your generation of bands that's coming up at the moment, they're gonna inspire change. They are going to lead to change. The people in that group, that's what's going to completely change the music industry and the world. But, you know, in the music industry, there's a big trend in, you know, more acceptance across the board, less substance abuse, a more open and friendly and positive environment for music. So
for sure.
that's definitely good to see, and I 100% agree with the point there. I mean, you know, and a lot of the time, even if we haven't lost them to an overdose, there's a lot of people that have, you know, they've spent their lives, they spent decades of their lives
high-functioning addicts
touring, high-functioning addicts touring so hard, taking these things so they could keep going and pushing their bodies to the limit, and then, you know, at 50 they have a heart attack because they just can't take it anymore.
Exactly.
And whether they're clean at the time or not, it's just it's absolutely tragic. So that's definitely
a really good one. That is a really good one, Brooke. I really like that one.
All right, and what's your last one?
I'm gonna have to think about about that. Something I want to disappear. It's so hard because there's I love most things about what I do.
I would have said I would have said the absolute debauchery of sexism in the music industry.
Yeah, obviously that is something I'm constantly standing by, you know, and that is the obvious answer.
That's too easy. That's too easy.
I wanted to save that last. I wanted to save that last, but yeah, of course, that is the number one, like, obvious thing coming from a woman in the industry, especially even just those comments that I got from that first band that kicked me out. You know, that really made me feel like shit for such a long time before I kind of became spiteful and then formed a band. And, you know, it is, in a way, a little bit sad that I formed a band out of spite.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, though, the way you got to look at it is...
a powerful motivator.
Look, they weren't going to give you the opportunity. Don't think of it as spite. They weren't going to give you the opportunity. You have now made your own opportunity. There's no... Okay, spite might have been the driving force of, I can do this. But now it's come beyond that. You've got four. Exactly. You've got four other people. You've got three other people in your band now. You're a family. You're doing this for something beyond you now. It's... Man, fuck those guys. They're fucking irrelevant. Like, insignificant. Like, catch you later.
And look, and the thing is, like, spite is a fine motivator.
I got no issue with that.
For a certain period of time. If you hold on to it for too long and you let it consume you and you let it become everything for the whole time, that's when it becomes a problem. As you said, you've moved past that now. You've moved beyond that now. But it was that spark. It was that, I'm going to show these motherfuckers. And you absolutely have. And you know what you do now, right? You know what the only way to top that now is, you know, you guys keep going up. You guys keep doing amazing stuff. And then these fucking clowns, you know, message, oh, can we play a show with you guys? And you go, sorry, you're not metal enough. That's it. That's then you're just like, fuck it, no.
Mate, play the cards. No, play the cards. Be fucking spiteful, because if you got the fucking... If you have the grounds to do it, only get the best of the best.
Yeah,
You've worked your ass
really
off. You've worked your ass off to get to here now. Spite might have been the ignition to the flame. Now the flame's lit. It's all on you.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, but it's yeah, it is that obviously sexism. You know,
Yeah.
even just we're able to deal with it now because sadly we just have constantly dealt with it while starting the band. I mean, like, just even the generic comments we would get where, like, we play a really good show, like, I'm feeling really good about it, you know, high energy, positive
Wait.
vibes.
Can I guess? Can I guess what the comment's gonna be?
You're gonna know. Go for it.
The comments. Wow, that was really great for chicks.
Bing, 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 bing. There it is. There it is. And I know some people might be thinking they're doing it from a nice place, like a kind place, like because you know, some people are just shocked about what some chicks can do because it's not common. But yeah, just getting that comment after you felt so good playing this show with, you know, a bunch of great group of people, and you're the only band that gets that comment.
Yeah.
The other bands don't. They get, that was fucking awesome, great job, blah, blah, blah. And then we're the, you know, you're the only one there that gets the, fuck, you're a really good singer for a chick. You're a really good screamer for a chick. Like,
And
really
I mean,
cool.
look, I am, you know, I can admit, back in the day, I've made those kind of comments when I was play with fucking bands.
I'm guilty. I'm fucking guilty.
I'd be like, holy shit! Like, I've never heard a chick do that. That was so fucking good.
But we didn't see it back then.
But it was so fucking It was
Red Sea. Red Sea was the only thing. Like we had one band. We had one band in the Sydney scene. Red Sea, and who were they before that? It was
Domino. Domino before that, yeah. But I mean, look, Acid Nymph was doing the thing as well. We had Kaya up front singing that as well.
Kaya was an absolute.
And there was
animal.
But yeah, that was the extent of it. We got it. People would make those kind of comments about that stuff, and it's disgusting. It really is, and it's as you say that they seem to. A lot of the time, I think it is true that they feel like they're coming from a good place in trying to say it. But if you're the kind of person that thinks that's a good comment to make, just leave the last bit of that comment off. Just be like, that was fucking amazing. End it there. End of period. End of sentence goes there. You don't need to add the next part of that.
And I know it's something like so trivial, but when you get it, not only an abundance of times, but you're also listening to the comments other bands are getting, and they're just so different from the comments that you get. And you know, when it happens over and over and over and over again, it gets to a point where you're like, why am I constantly like battling this uphill, you know, competition of just wanting to be a musician?
Because the last 30 years, because the last 30 plus years has been nothing but a boy club, and they have done nothing. The worst part about it is you even have a look at it in the rap game. Female rappers have only become, other than TLC, maybe back in like the late 90s, early 2000s, female rappers were not a thing.
It's become much more prevalent recently, and there's a lot of, you know, people.
It's a surgeon throughout the whole scene.
Nicki Minaj and that they put out WAP, and everyone's like, oh, it's disgusting. They're doing a song about, but these same people don't have a problem with all of these male rappers getting up there and rapping about how much sex they have and how big their dicks are and how much they get chicks off when they're doing. And it's just it's happening. You know, there's that revolution happening in rap and hip hop, and hopefully hopefully that trend also really kicks off in rock and metal as well. It just
female fronted bands have become a really big thing. All female bands need to be more of a thing.
Yeah. I think bands like
the sisterhood needs to come together.
Ginger and In This Moment have been, you know, really sort of pushed things forward a bit in that regard. But again, as Carl pointed out, they're female fronted bands. All female bands are still, unfortunately, I think, looked at as being gimmicky, which is wrong, 100% wrong, because, you know, you're a band that's up there putting out incredible music. That's the discussion. That's where the discussion needs to end. And hopefully we can see attitudes and trends going in the right direction on those things.
Another another like big comment as well that we get that's more like a negative one from people who maybe I'm assuming are probably jealous, but it's the oh you guys are only getting where you are because you're all girls. Like you're only getting as
You've
popular as
literally
you
just
are.
emasculated anyone that says that to you.
That.
I guarantee, ask them, what band are you playing? And that will say what band they're playing, and you will go listen to them, and they won't be half the shit that you are.
Yeah. That's where you just, you're only getting that because you're a girl. All right, well, where's your band then?
Yeah. Where are you?
Where's your shows? The only reason they're mad. The only reason they're mad is because they recognize that you're doing better, you know.
Yeah.
And
yeah, thankfully we know that. Like we don't let these comments get to me.
Exactly.
Like we have
It's
all
like-
these.
Own
Yeah.
that shit. Own that shit. You've earned it. You fucking
well,
earned it.
what's the saying? It's a saying, and it's like, you know, haters only talk shit because the people that are better than you are just out there doing it. You know,
That's exactly right.
It's simple as that. And these people, they talk shit because it's all they can do, right? And it's disgusting that you guys are getting those kind of comments.
It's their own insecurities that are really just...
It really is. And these people need to wake the fuck up, because the only person they're hurting is themselves, because they are missing out on so much joy. Like, they claim to like music, but they're missing out on so much good music because they want to have this fucking closed off mindset about it.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
it's, you know, it's the same people that want to get a stick up their ass about baby metal because, it's, you know, it's not real metal. Because
Who the
it's fronted
fuck
by,
has a
like,
stick up the ass about
Japanese-
baby
I
metal?
love baby metal.
I fucking... My kids love baby metal. I love baby
and
metal.
they're
Baby
incredible.
metal
And
are
okay,
fucking metal. They play with fucking
okay,
Red Zombie. They're fucking metal.
Are they manufactured in the way that a boy band is manufactured? Yes. But that doesn't denigrate the musical talent of the band. It doesn't denigrate the singing talent of the girls and the entertaining talent of the girls that are fronting that. And you know what? I just love baby metal because it fucking slaps. Like, it sounds amazing, right? And it doesn't sound like anything else that's out there. So it's
So much baby metal.
Yeah. All the time
We've
these
gone-
people put into saying these horrible things about us because of our gender. I'm like, well, if you just put that time into your band instead of worrying about my band, maybe you wouldn't have something to be whinging about.
Yeah. No,
Exactly.
they're just shit.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We really hope you had a good time. If you did, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell down there. It helps the channel grow. We are still a fairly young channel, and we like to try and grow our audience all over the world. We do also, for those of you who are interested, have a Patreon. It's just a couple of bucks a month. At the moment, you get all the videos early and ad-free, but we are working on ways to increase the value of that and make it a bit more enticing. So don't forget to keep an eye out and check back on what's going on over there. Other than that, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day.